Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing? This is another episode of Thick Skin with Jason Tobert. I am your host of the afternoon, Jason the Architect Tobert. I'm so excited of today's topic. We're going to be really digging into some a really good topic. We're going to be talking about balance, the truth about balance, the pros and cons about balance. What happens if you do it well? What happens if you don't do it well? Of course, we just talk about four different places when we speak. We speak from a place of family, from a place of lifestyle, from a place of relationships, and then from a place of business as well. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just sharing this so that we get some more viewers on here. But today's topic is the truth about balance. And I'm so excited to have one of our very own with us today. This young lady is at like just crazy phenomenal. I know she's probably tired of hearing it because everywhere she goes, everybody's always telling her how magnificent she is, how she's helping them to grow, even enlightening them, giving them insight. Whether she's doing it on purpose or not, it is who she is. This is who God made her, and I'm so excited. We got the one and only certified life coach, Miss Char Allen, on board with Cocktails of Sweetness. She is an entrepreneur as well. But before we get into all of that, I do want to just go ahead and name a couple of events. You already know how we do around here that we have going on. So I'll start off with this one. This one is Fedora Friday. That is this Friday coming up at Jazzy's Restaurant, starting at 7:30 to 10:30. It is featuring Florida's number one R&B singer, Mr. Ayo Radio. 7:30 to 10:30 is free to get in. We are definitely about to have a good old time with that. Again, that is this Friday, the 28th at 7:30 at Jazzy's. Up next, I have my friend She Basil presents Bling and Sip. Seats are limited, no experience required, one drink and one entry for raffle ticket included with each ticket that you purchase. You can win a blinged out prize as a gift just for you. It is on Saturday, this Saturday at 5 o'clock. Tickets are sold on Eventbrite. All you have to do is search Bling and Sip. If you have any questions at all, go hit up my girl. The number is 904-723-8070. Up next, we have the one and only Love Connection single release. Your boy is on the program. I will be actually emceeing the program. That is one of my favorite things to do. But this young lady is a gifted, talented singer here in Jacksonville, Florida, and I can't wait to go ahead and collab with her. That is going to be February the 6th, 1 to 4 at One Bridge Connect. That is inside of Regency Mall. And we can't wait to see you all there. Up next, if you guys were at the first intentional networking, how networking works event, that was just a couple of weeks, not even a couple of weeks ago, but the turnout was phenomenal. So thank you everybody who came out. And then while there, everybody was asking, please do this again, please do this again. So I am going to do it again, and it is going down February the 27th. That is a Sunday, backed by popular demand. And we are also at a new location. We are going to head over to the Cookbook with my brother Brandon. It is 1827 North Pearl Street, 32206. Tickets are only $35. It's going to be from 3 to 6. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal, and I can't wait to see you out there. All righty. Next up, we have Dear Black Girls Presents, a fundraiser soiree, putting the fun back in fundraising. This is March the 18th, 2022, from 7 to, the flyer is incorrect, actually it's from 7 to 10 p.m. At the Ramada Hotel out on Bay Meadows. If you have any questions, you can dial 904-400-2186 or go to www.officialdearblackgirl.com. Last but not least, we have Pure Bell Locks presents Lock Pro University, Locking, Learning, and Networking. The date is to be announced later, so stay tuned for that. But the time will be from 2 to 5. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Sherry V is going to be teaching these people how to do locks. They're going to be teaching pipe pipe cleaners, the lock bobs, the fishtail. We're going to teach you all how to network. And we have the one and only Miss Tracy Dreadlock Diva is going to be in the building with us. All supplies are included. If you look at the flyer, it'll tell you all the supplies that are included. And it is only $199.99 to get signed up. That is a steal for what you can get it for other places. Alrighty, guys. We are going to get it cracking with Char Allen. I'm sorry, let me put some respect on her name. Certified life coach, Char Allen. I'm about to bring her on right now. Hey, Char, how are you?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today. How about you?
I am doing wonderful. Just really quickly, I had the pleasure of meeting Char. I really don't even know how to pinpoint it. If you do what we do, we kind of everywhere, like all the time. And at one point, we actually connected face to face, and it was just brother sister, right? Like right there. And it's been like that the whole time since. She's been on a lot of stages. We encourage each other, we push each other, we hold each other accountable,
Yes.
we check each other. We have a really good relationship, and I'm so happy to have you on. So everybody, please help me welcome certified life coach, Miss Char Allen. So we are going to be talking about the truth about balance. Um, Before we even get there, I kind of want to ask you. Well, if you're watching, please like, share, comment this broadcast because it's going to bless a lot of people, and we want to reach as many people as possible. Please feel free to engage with us. Comment when you come into the room. Let us know that you're here, and we will acknowledge you. Hey, Teresa, how are you? She says hello. This is my girl. She is actually the one that I'm hosting the singer release party for. So thank you for joining us on today. So before we get into the meat of it all, can you give us kind of a backstory of you?
Absolutely. Hey, y'all. My name is Char Allen. I'm the owner and mixologist of Cocktails of Sweetness, where there is the taste of sweetness in every cocktail. Just a little bit about myself. I will have a six-figure bartending business this
Period.
year. My word of the year is evolving. It's all about growth and development and collaborations. Hence why we're here, my brother. So you can find me on Cocktails of Sweetness on Facebook and Instagram. I do a lot. I'm recently a certified life coach from Embrace You Coaching. Yeah, certified life
Embrace
coach. That's right. I host my own women empowerment event, which is called Chit Chat, as well as I mentor young girls between the ages of 5 and 18 through Strength and Sisterhood. Um, so that's just quickly a few things of what I do out here.
She being modest, y'all. The girl is absolutely phenomenal, but I love it. It's okay because I'm gonna do it for you, so you ain't got to. This girl is amazing, y'all. She out here changing lives, one life at a time, one organization at a time, through one event at a time. And we got some stuff coming up that we want to share with y'all that we're partnering on. So we're gonna take our experiences, mix them all up in a bowl, and give them to you all, so that you can find your healing, your peace, your next level, your next in that. So thank you again for joining us. What kind of made you want to? What made you say yes? I guess to the call when I said, "Hey, Char, I want you to come onto the show."
Well, I'm pretty transparent about everything that I'm going through. Um, so I think it's a great opportunity to let people know that it is a safe space. Kind of just briefly thinking about it, I realized recently, within the past 2 weeks, I felt like I kind of fell in a hole. Even though newly being certified, going through more than 16 weeks of transitioning, a true transition, I realized that I was kind of reverting back to old ways. So I felt like this would be a great opportunity for me to be transparent, to let people know that you can achieve these goals, you can be unstoppable, but you're also human.
Right.
So just going through the process to remind myself to be kind to myself, use kinder words, pace myself, and just breathe. Um, because the more I elevate, the more I realize, you know, I ain't gonna say more money, more problems, but the more I elevate, the more I'm under attack, but
Right.
different ways of being under attack. So just an amazing opportunity anytime for me to speak, to get it out. because I was reverting back to some of my old ways, kind of shutting down, shutting
Mhm.
off, shutting out. And that's no longer a comfortable space for me. It wasn't comfortable when I was there, but you know what we say, that's all we know. But now I have unlearned those behaviors and learned other things. So I need to continue to utilize this information.
Good, 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 good. We have Sanisha just joined. She says hello. Hello, thank you for joining. The one and only Miss Tiffany TKO Overbeats in the building. Thanks for joining us as well.
I just want
So
to say one other thing. For one, I can't tell you no. Like, even regardless of the terms that we have met in the relationship that we're building now, you are most definitely somebody that I look up to. I know vice versa. You pour into me. You believe in me. You hold me accountable. You push me out there because you see my greatness. So the same energy that I give others, I see, you know, the goodness in them and got to pull it out. You know, I need that back in return. So I can't turn down a great opportunity when you like, sis, I believe in you. Let's work. Let's show them how authentic and real we can be. And, you know, look how we look. You know what I'm
hey, hey,
saying?
hey. So before we dive into this, like I mean, since we're doing this right now, I look up to you, man. My journey that I'm on, like literally my journey that I'm on, I said to myself, well, if she can do it, you can do it.
Facts.
Because the thing of it is, we all feel like our past is so dark that nobody needs to know. We try to hide it. And that's what I was doing. And I saw you shedding light on those dark places. And I'm like, look at her thriving. Look at her impacting the world. And I'm like, how can I do that? How can I get that? And through enough experiences and life's traumas or traumatic situations, led me right here, had me look at myself in the mirror. And I'm actually going through the journey somewhat myself, even as I speak. So I thank you for being transparent on a personal level, because a lot of times people see you from far back and they don't know the real you, but I can see the real you. Like I hang out with you. I'm in your space a
Right.
lot. And what you see is what you get. It's not a different
Absolutely.
you don't just, stand on the stage and say one thing and then go live a different thing. It's not that way. And
No.
another thing I like about you is that when you're down, when things are getting in your way, I'm learning to do this. But you like, hey, bro, look, this just happened. This how I feel. This what it made me feel like.
Yeah.
Hey, I might need a couple minutes. I might not. Whichever way it go, this is how I feel, and I own it and I accept it. And it makes me, as a friend, as a confidant, to be like, well, what do you need? How can I be there for you? And it's just
Absolutely.
like it's teaching me how to be more free. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Come on now, break out now.
Yeah, I'm doing it. It's all because of you. So, all right. So, guys, we're just going to be talking about balance. If you hear anything that you have a question or comment about, please feel free to say something. Before we get going, Tiffany says, yes, it's hard to tell Jay no because he's so supportive.
Right.
It's who God made me. I can't even take credit for it. So I just thank y'all for letting me do what I do and y'all be, on the bandwagon and on the boat with me. So about balance, let's just talk about when I say the word balance, what does that mean to you, just in general?
Balance to me means like grounded, planted, like firmly work doing the work across the board. Like, so recently, you know, I graduated from Embrace You, but I realized like my main challenge, we did the Wheel of Life. My main challenge, I had like my my career and everything at high scoring, but my main issue was like family and friends. So I decided for my challenge, I'm like, I love everybody. I'm always out and I'm supporting. And I was like, maybe I need to, but that's still networking work. I need to hone in. And I do have some friends in those areas or like-minded people, but I needed to work on, relationships that I've already had close knits with. So I decided to start my year off not rushing myself to work on my business or anything else, trying to get me personally together. So
Mhm.
that balance was to spend more time with family and friends. And I want to say that it started off great. It started off great. But in some areas it's not so great. So to me, balance is just having work, life, personal, being at peace, really just being authentic and true to you, to
Yeah,
who you are.
yeah, I agree. I didn't learn that until now. Almost, I'll be 40 years old this year, and it wasn't until the end of last year until now that I can honestly say that I'm actively taking a part in healing, in recognizing those things and stopping long enough to realize things for them to awaken you, for them to enlighten you, for them to do whatever it was sent to do to you to cause you to say, "Hey, there's got to be more to life than this." And life does come. It just
Yeah.
comes, whether you want it or not. It's like the world goes round. It's not gonna stop for you. So with all of life's situations, good, bad, and different, if you don't stop and kind of take time to see what's going on, you can miss it. And not only that, stay right where you are,
Mhm.
which that's where you don't want to be.
Yeah. See, but what we don't realize is God has us exactly where we are supposed to be. He
Amen.
has us exactly where we're supposed to be. I learned like moving so fast, and like I ain't learned how to sit down until the pandemic. Let's just be clear on that. And then
Right.
it was still a struggle and a transition for me. Sometimes we're moving so fast, life is happening so fast, and we don't even realize, the things that are happening around us. I have to take like my self-care days, or I call them be show still days. Be still but still. You just gotta sit down in that one spot and be able to think clearly and be able to process your thoughts and be able to write these things out and be able to write these ideas. Like we're always on the move, networking, supporting, being
Right.
involved in, and helpers need help, the healers need healing, and the
Yeah.
coaches need coaching.
Definitely.
So we, as much as we give out, sometimes we forget to give it back to ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's something that we have to remind ourselves we cannot do, because what good is our help if we are not
100.
grounded and balanced within us? That way we're spilling off our negatives on the people that we're supposed to be helping. So yeah, I don't rock with stuff like that.
I got you.
So to
Lakita
be able,
just joined us. Hey, Lakita, how are you? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
hey,
you. You use the word grounded.
mhm,
When you say grounded, and I'm asking questions, I kind of have my own idea, but I'm asking these questions so that the people watching and tuning in can have a better understanding. So you use the word grounded. What does that word look like to you?
getting grounded is just like being, is literally, if you think about a tree that's in the ground, and you have the roots that go down in the dirt. The roots is like the foundation of how you're built up. So when I get grounded, it's things that I do, such as meditation, like literally sitting on the ground, pressing yourself in,
Oh
getting
wow.
your balance, being planted, like standing strong, like held, um, head held high, confident, knowing exactly, well, maybe not at the time, but setting your intentions to be still, to understand that if you just get planted, the things that is happening around you, it's not going to affect you the same way. You're at peace, you have mental clarity. So things that I do for that is to meditate, really get in my zone. I can even go outside and sit in or walk in the grass, allow my feet to touch the ground, the nature. Um, Recently, I was in a completely different scene of nature, in Tennessee in snow, and I used that opportunity to really get back focused. Sometimes you have to get out the space that you're comfortable in,
Yep.
to get focused. And other times you have no choice but to be in the environment. You have to find a way. Like I wish I could show you my wall over here. It's about the lotus flower. It says the lotus flower blooms most beautifully from the deepest and thickest mud, meaning got it from the mud. So even if your situation or environment is toxic or bad, that does not mean you can't grow and bloom, to be into something more. So grounded for me is like being present, just being present, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future, but just right now moments. And that's something that I learned in in counseling. In counseling, learning how to be present. Like a lot of times right now, we could be thinking about five different things that we need to do after this call. But if we
Right.
just stay focused and be in the moment of right now, like everything is already worked out for us, man. Everything we need is already inside of us. We just got to keep connecting with these people, gaining some insight and knowledge, doing the work to know that
Yeah.
there are better ways to unlearn, what we thought would help us get focused. Some people, listen to rap music to get focused or maybe freestyle. Some people might paint or draw. But for me, I've learned to just be quiet, man. Everything is so loud all the time. It's so noisy. We're out and around a lot of different energies, a lot of different people. And sometimes you just need that quiet time to
Yes.
yourself to know that you are imperfectly perfect, that you are healing, that you are unstoppable, that you are worthy, that you are enough. We forget those things. So it's just getting connected with yourself, your body, the
You,
earth.
you just said like a 3,000 mouthfuls, like all in the same time. And I was writing things down to come back and talk about. I hope we get enough time to talk about it because this is a very, very good topic. And I can tell by the amount of responses and the questions and the comments and the people that are watching, I can tell. Lanika says, hey, Lanika, how are you? Lakita says, that's a beautiful thing, being grounded. It's so peaceful. She also says, great stuff. So I say that I'm reading those comments because obviously it's needed. Everybody doesn't know how to do it. So even as you're saying, be grounded and just be present.
Mhm.
I can only speak for me, okay?
Yeah.
So I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats. I'm involved in a lot of projects, which is how I like to be. And if I'm not careful, and I'm saying this so that somebody else is listening, because they're probably like me the same as well. If I'm not careful, it will consume me. Like
Yeah.
it literally does take one day at a time. So if you were watching from the very beginning, you saw all those events coming up. For the most part, I'm involved in every single last one of those events, and I'm not just the backseat person. I'm a very a player in that event. So I literally tell people, you know what? They're like, how do you do what you do without without losing stride and without letting life get to you? And I literally tell them, I have to take it one event at a time. I do
Mhm.
not care if the events are, back to back, day after day, but I can only be present for this one event at a time. Like literally, as great of a person as I think that I may be, my brain isn't big enough, smart enough, wise enough to be able to handle the event that I'm in and the event that's happening tomorrow. It just can't happen. If one consumes, then the other is lacking. You know what I'm saying? If you get consumed on one, then then you can't be focused on the other. And when you say grounded, you
Mhm.
gotta be grounded to kind of stand firm, to
Mhm.
just kind of sit still. I love the fact that you said sometimes you go to the park and let your feet, like your actual feet, touch the grass. That sounds so minute. It sounds so after school special. It sounds so,
And it's
oh,
it's
step on
so
it.
real.
Yeah,
A simple breathing method, like a breathe in 5 times and let it out, count to five slowly, can really change how you react, respond, the intentions you set for your day. Um, like I all of these events I'm learning. Sometimes I hear myself saying, you know what? Learn how to play the background. It's okay. I'm in the forefront. Okay, so recently I started playing flag football. I had a game last night, scored my
hey,
first touchdown. We didn't win, but
hey.
yeah, scored my first touchdown of the season, right? But I learned that I'm a team player. I know how to quarterback. I can be the wide receiver. I know how to I can be a running back, and if I need to sit out to let somebody else play, I know how to do that too. There's
Yeah,
never a situation where I'm uncomfortable or doesn't make me feel like I'm the boss. So I said all that to say that sometimes you got to set healthy boundaries. You have to
Yeah.
set healthy boundaries and know that you can be overwhelmed. We help. Um, but just make sure you're telling yourself and doing the same work that we're pouring into other people,
Yeah.
because we want to be involved, we want to support, and we're surrounding ourselves with like-minded people, but also just like everybody can't have access to us. A lot of people ask me to be involved in certain projects, and I don't feel like I'm better than anybody, but certain stuff just doesn't resonate with me any longer, which is why anytime you ask me to do something, it's a yes, because we have the same vision, we have a lot of the same goals in mind. We are chosen, God has chosen us to use our voice and to bless others. So I know who you are and what your vision is, so by all means anytime. But I'm also learning from my great business coach Gina, that everybody can't go with you. You cannot agree to do everything. It's nothing personal, but like you said, we get burnt out, we get overwhelmed. People see us and we're like the ray of sunshine, but many of those days I'm like, bruh, I don't know
Yeah.
where the sunshine gonna come from.
Yeah.
But the significant part about helping others, when you are transparent about how you're feeling, all those people that you helped in this new realm, in this new tribe, they come back to give you them same words, and they come back to bless you and to surprise you and hug on you and love on you. And man, it's such an amazing feeling to be able to help and impact others just by being present or people watching and seeing
Right.
your story. Like,
It's amazing. It truly is amazing. It's not that you brought that up, so I'm gonna put this on the screen. Lanika Lloyd said, "I'm proud of seeing this, Char Allen. Jay, I love this setting." So, in regard to what you just said, the same people, they're watching and they're needing to see you go through what you go through because they're wondering how they're going to get through it. And sometimes the greatest testimony doesn't even come from your lips. It comes from the how you are and the way you handle things. I'm gonna be real transparent. I am newly divorced. My divorce was just final in November. I've been separated since March, but in that, since March, I've got friends and they don't mean no harm. They really don't mean no harm. They like, Jay, you can do this. You got this. Don't let it get you down. Don't let them see you sweat. Don't let them. It was in this moment for the very first time in my life that I said, friend, I know you love me and I know it's coming from the best place, but I'm going to need you to let me feel this.
yeah, for sure.
I'm going to need you to not tell me that I shouldn't be crying. I'm going to need you to not tell me
Like,
that.
these are real feelings. Like, no
Yes,
more being robotic,
yeah,
pretending, putting the mask on. Like, that stuff so heavy. And like the warriors that we are, life is already heavy because of what we're pouring into other
yeah,
people. So
yeah,
I listen, brother. No more suffering in silence. No more pretending. No more hiding behind closed doors. No more doing it alone. Heck,
yeah,
nah. We are so human. We we I say you get 10 minutes, a little more than 10 minutes, 3 days to feel it. And then that bounce back
yeah,
game so
yep,
strong, but still
yep.
be human. Know that things do affect you. No more shutting down, suppressing. Just like, hey, this is the coming out story. Let it all out. That past does not define us. It's literally the stepping stones. Like, they have no clue of
None,
what we go through,
none.
but it is time now. Like, spill it. Let's
Yeah,
spill it.
yeah. I remember having a conversation with you before this was even before. Okay, so if you follow the show, we used to be a radio show with one title, and then after the pandemic, we came back still on the radio with another title of the show. And just recently, I resigned from 107.9. Shout out to those guys because of my healing, because I'm now taking my healing. Um, it's important. I'm taking it very, very seriously. And for me to speak my truth, again, no offense to anybody else, for me to speak my truth, I had to come off of the gospel station because I got some truth, y'all, that I'm about to be 40. There's no way I'm gonna live the next 40 putting myself in jail. It's a wrap for
Mm,
any of that. I went up to Char and I was like, hey, this is what I think I'm gonna do.
mm,
I'm trying to, get my life together. I'm trying to heal properly. And without even thinking about it, without even blinking twice. Bro, do it. It's gonna be the best thing ever. When you're done, when you're ready, you let me know. I'll partner with you. We can do it together. And like, it was like just being here in this space. I know you can tell, like, I can't even get the words out of my mouth quick enough because I'm so excited. You would want to say, why is he excited? Because he's going through some things. It's not that I'm excited that I'm going through some things. I'm excited because I'm allowing myself to go through some things. And I'm watching myself to go through some things. So even they were like, Jay, you acting like you're superhuman. You just doing this and you doing that. You don't even understand that doing this event, partnering with them over there, that is what's keeping me alive. That is what's fueling me right now. I have to be at this event right now because if I'm not, I don't know where I would be. I don't know where this thing would be. I don't know where my mind would be. Anxiety, depression, all that stuff running around here is real.
It
It's
sure is. It sure
so
is.
real.
I'm
And
telling them, depression and anxiety look like this. Hey, y'all.
it looks just like this. Boom. Yes, you looking at it. Yes.
Okay. Highly functioning.
So when I realized that, oh, that's what that was, I never even knew what to call it. But I've been having anxiety about certain things since I was a kid, but I didn't even know what to call it. So I'm about to pop up some other comments. Stefano says, grounded. I love how you explained it. Thank you, brother. Lakita says, yes, awesome, y'all. She says, speak the truth, queen. Transparency helps others heal and boomerangs to you when you need it right back. You're exactly right. That is why it is so important to tell your story and be transparent and not really care about what people are going to say. It's okay to feel what you feel. And I had to learn it, and I had to tell my friends to let me be my friend and console me and be there. But by all means, don't tell me not to feel what I feel because I've been going through my whole life. And you said being superhuman. I've been going through my whole life, at least my entrepreneur life. They can't see you sweat, Jay. They can't see that you ain't got this together, Jay. They looking for you to have the perfect event, Jay. They're looking for you to host this event perfectly. They're looking for you. So these are things I was putting on myself based on things that were said, or even things that I put on myself based on what I think others thought, if that makes sense. So I'm putting on this thing to be perfect, and I had to realize, Jay, you are not superhuman. You
Like
try.
not at all. When I say that imposter syndrome being full effect, that
Yep.
imposter syndrome, even though we are the light, the internal battles and the things that we go through on the back end. Like I tell a lot of people, I became a lesbian based upon, my abandonment issues. I had mommy issues my whole life. Then now realizing like within the past few months, I had daddy issues. Um,
Okay.
and that thing, it really took some of my confidence that I had built up.
Mm.
Just revisiting some of the things that some of the trauma and things that I had been through in life. That imposter syndrome was coming on me headstrong, reverting back to old ways. And I'm just like, it is no way I have went through all this healing to revert back to that. But it's human. And the thing about it that's so significant to me now is that I recognize when I'm shifting and I'm changing, not
Right.
just oblivious to what is happening around me. So even though I'm recently graduated as a life coach, I'm going to be starting counseling back. Healing is a lifestyle change.
It
It
is.
is a
Yeah.
routine that you implement. You choosing yourself. You choosing self love. You choosing to love on yourself more. Like I say all the time, like people who counted me out or the ways that they have treated me, I wanted to hold them accountable, but I also need to hold myself accountable on how I am allowing people to treat me and also how I'm treating myself. And when we mess up and we're not perfect, we get to tearing ourselves down. Oh no, how could you do this? Like that
Yeah.
was so dumb. Oh my God. Like, and I'm just like, you know what? Pace yourself, baby girl. Like nobody is out here is perfect. I'm no longer trying to be perfect. Prime example, my last event, I have an event coming up this week, but my last event, my first cocktail tasting. What happened, bro? Remember my
Oh,
everything when you planning an event,
yeah.
everything possible goes wrong. Even right before this, we was like,
Yeah.
What is going on with the sound? And I was like, bro, that ain't nothing but the devil. We gonna get this word out today and right just in enough time. The
Really.
sound came back on.
Yeah.
We almost started a light panic. So prime example, this day is pouring down, raining. I have to bring all this stuff in. My shoes literally fall apart, and I'm just like, hey, I ain't crying about it. I'm gonna get out here barefoot, and they gonna get this word and taste these cocktails today. And Jay was like, no, you are not going up there. My boy ran through the mall. I don't know where he found these socks at, but my boy came back with me some socks just so I didn't have to be barefoot. And it's stuff like that. Like it's so much, so many distractions and holes and loops and detours on our journey that are supposed to deter us or scare us or make us change our mind about the direction that we're going in. It gets scary. But sometimes all you need to do is just walk around. Sometimes all you need to do is go over. Sometimes you can just move it out of the way. Sometimes you can go under. Like there's so many ways. There are
Yep.
so many ways to continue to go. Like giving up is not an option.
Period.
Giving up is not an option. Like there is always going to be a way. And if we just trust the process, all of this is worked out for us. I'm not doing no more panicking. I'm not doing no more worrying. I can't. It's not a healthy mental space for me to go back to reacting
Right.
the way I would in previous situations before I started my healing. So I had to have a reality check with myself recently. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what to do. So
Yep.
today I'm detoxing my body back out. I'm getting back on my routine, coming fresh out of the imposter syndrome. Because like you don't just get hit with one thing, like two and three and four, and it's just like, what you gonna attack next? But I had to remember that I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior of compassion. So ain't nothing gonna stop me.
Right.
Can't nothing stop what God has for me. Nothing or nobody. It doesn't matter about me being a crack baby, an ex-convict, a lesbian. I stand on all of that. None of
Yes.
that matters. None of that
Right.
matters, bro. Like that, all of that is, listen, all of that is truly why we are becoming the people that we're becoming. Because it can, we don't have to suffer in silence no more.
Right. And you literally said those words that bro, you not because I had some issues. I'm realizing I'm paying attention to myself enough now at this young older age, and I'm noticing my triggers. I'm noticing the things that bother me. I'm noticing, hey, you ain't quite right when you hear a certain word. You ain't quite right when you maybe around a certain person. You ain't quite right if you know. And I'm starting to notice that. And in my noticing that, I'm beginning to feel that. I'm beginning to speak about that. And in my speaking, with every word that I say, with every episode of this show right here that I do, I am being set free, one show, one word at a
Yes.
time. But
This is why we're doing it. We are healing other people, but we're also healing ourselves. That's how I came up with chit chat. I'm like, I'm going through all these things. It can't be just me.
right,
It can't be just me, but everybody like, oh, pointing the finger, or I don't go through nothing, everything perfect. Man, the perfect life gonna run you crazy. The perfect trying to be perfect,
ooh,
the trying to be perfect, because trying to be perfect comes from never being accepted, abandonment issues, needing additional love, finding love in all the wrong places, sometimes willing to settle just so we can feel.
yeah,
Nah, I'm loving on me. I'm choosing me. I'm loving on me. I'm rooting for me harder
yeah,
than anybody.
yeah.
Harder than anybody.
Even in this space that I'm in, as I'm still dealing with my divorce, and I'm just being transparent. Is moments that I think I'm okay, and then I hear something or something triggers me, and I'm like, wow, I feel like this, or I might shed a tear, or I'm just might want to just for whatever reason just be around a body, a person. Doesn't even matter who that person is, but it's in those moments that I have to realize, hey, you're not as good off or as you thought that that you were. But all of that really plays a backseat because I know that I have a certain list, a certain amount of things that I'm supposed to do before I leave this earth, and I can't do it depressed.
Mhm.
I can't touch the man out in the back row that's about to end his life tonight. I can't do that if I'm so bogged down with what I'm going through. So literally, I owe it. We owe it to people. We owe it to the world to be healed for ourselves so that we can be for them. And it's not because ego. It's not because we're trying to place ourselves in somewhere. It's
It's what
literally
we're chosen to
I'm
do.
made.
It's what we're chosen. It's what the assignment is. And we
Yeah,
finally know that. So I just want to ask you real quick, man, what is like you in a lot of places like I am, but okay, and I seen your hair looking real good lately. But what are other things that you do for your self-care, your self-love days to sit your behind down sometimes? Sit down and not just sit down to work, sit down to have a moment to breathe to 'cause I made a post and I reposted from somewhere like, it was booked and busy before, but it's basically we still need to be real rested, have that balance, have that
yeah.
balance now. So I know you're everywhere like myself, but what is something that you don't do? I'm calling you out. What is something that you do or could be doing to give yourself a day? You need one day to
At
not do
least.
anything that is involving work, helping anybody else, just pouring into you.
So there's three things that I do. When I first started this looking in the mirror situation and all that kind of stuff, I noticed that I work all the time, and because I
Mhm.
enjoy what I do so much, it still work nonetheless. Even though when I get to work, I'm having so much fun, and it almost bleeds into fun, but I still have to realize it's work. So when I'm not there, I literally said to myself, I will no longer be the guy that works. So now when I realize that Jay, you've been working like 24/7 for like the last 6 days or the last however many days, when I realize that, I literally stop and I go find something to do. I literally get in my car and go somewhere without paper, without pen, without all this whatever. If I get a call about work, I'm not answering the phone.
I
They just like
seen you in action, man. You gonna find a way to let work, link, hug on, love on somebody. It just happens. Today be like, no, I'm not a warrior. I'm just Charmaine today. I just want to be. I don't want to
right.
help nobody today.
Look,
I
even
don't want to help nobody today. And then the Lord send us somebody who need a word. Then you're talking for an hour and a half, and I'm like, you know what? I was supposed to shut that valve off today.
but even in that moment, because it's for me, it's in an unorthodox way. I went to the bowling alley and met a lady. I'm making this up. I went to the bowling alley. I met a lady, and we may have had a conversation. You know what? The beauty is, I chose to take
That's
that
right.
on. That's
Yeah.
the beauty in that.
It just
Everything
happens.
else,
It's just so natural. It's
right?
just so natural to happen. That's why it's important for us to get planted, get grounded. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna be checking. You need a day. You need a day, bro. I'm telling you, you need a day. I'm telling you, you need a day because I know what it's like to not to just keep going. And I had to be, hard head. I had to be forced to sit down,
Yeah,
forced to sit down. So by all means, I ain't saying stop because bro, it's up. The fire is under our behinds. They have no idea what is in store for these LGBT life coaches.
woo! So look, I'm gonna pause right there because that's a real good segue to some stuff that we've got going on.
Yeah, I'm
Before
gonna
we
get to
get
going. I'm just now opening up. I was
there,
kind of
and we almost out of time already,
okay.
but it's okay. So before I get to what I was just talking about, another thing that I do that I didn't used to do is if I say I'm done working at 5 o'clock today, oh, I'm done working at 5 o'clock.
Okay. Setting
You
those
gonna
healthy boundaries with yourself, my
yeah,
man.
yeah, you gonna get that voicemail. And it used to be a point where I would say, if I send them to the voicemail, they gonna know I sent them to the voicemail, and then I have to explain myself. So
Oh,
now,
no, no,
no,
no.
I send them to the voicemail so that I can explain myself.
Yeah.
Because I said I was done at 5 o'clock today, so I didn't take your call. That's exactly what happened. Because now I need you to know that tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, when and if this happens, you won't know. Oh, he must be off right now. I'll call him tomorrow. So
Yeah,
now,
everybody has business hours. I feel like as ourselves as small business owners, black business owners, like, for me, the grind never stops. I get that. But at some point, you have to cut off that access so you can
yep,
get grounded, set healthy boundaries, and have balance. Because
yep,
all we know is work, 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 hustle, hustle, hustle. And I'm like, the narrative has switched. It's time to live. We don't have to be in survival mode anymore. We are already thriving. We have
yep,
already broke these generational curses. Everything that we're doing right now is just a plus. It's an
yep.
add-on. We have already superseded where they thought or said we was gonna be. You heard that, right?
Yes,
Where they
ma'am.
thought, but we showed them otherwise by not going back and forth, but just showing you how God is gonna bless me.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Lanika says, yes, stay on assignment. I'm assuming that's for both of us. Absolutely for both of us. All right, so I'm going to share. Well, let me share your first Pop the Top event, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to pop the flyer up there. If you can go ahead and talk about it and tell everybody what it's about and how they can get on to it.
Absolutely.
Where is it?
And thank
Comments.
y'all so much for joining us. This is
Absolutely.
not the first time we've connected. It will not be the last. We have so many things in store. We have finally got a hold of each other, like in our busy schedule. So we're not letting each other go. This is gonna be the best. We're gonna coach the heck out of each other. Life coach, business coaching. This gonna be the collaboration of the year. This
They
is
ain't
gonna be
ready.
the collaboration of the year.
All right, so you got the Pop the Top events. Tell us about that.
All right. So this Thursday, inside the cookbook, January 27th, starting at 7 p.m., we will have Pop the Top cocktail tasting, which is presented to you by Cocktails of Sweetness, my mobile bartending business. So this Thursday, you'll have the opportunity to taste all nine cocktails that I have, kind of taking you through a journey of fun, motivation. I'm always going to throw some motivation in there and some games and some giveaways. So it's one of my favorite flavors or a top selling flavor is like motivational mango. So
Uh-huh.
it's going to basically highlight each and every flavor. Um, it's gonna be good. If you ever been to a wine tasting, this is a drink cocktail tasting. So this is only my second one. I'm super excited about it. We have a few. I'm looking for actually tickets are on sale today. I decided to make the tickets $20.22. I need 20 more participants. 20 more participants. And again, Pop the Top. You can find that on Pop the Top Tasting 2 on Eventbrite. Pop the Top Tasting.
Perfect, perfect. And she's not lying. I am a true testimony. I'm gonna try not to testify too hard for y'all don't think I'm somebody's rhino out here. But her drinks are the bomb. They are the best. They get you where you need to be. But what I do love about them is, like she said, they all are named after something that's going to motivate you. There's a wisdom. There's a motivation. There's so many different ones. And literally, if I'm at an event or if I'm with her and I'm like, okay, I want a drink, she's like, which one do you want? I'm literally, before I even go to your table, I ain't never shared this with you. I check myself and I see how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I need today? Is it wisdom? Is it motivation? Is it persistence? Is it whatever? And based on how I feel, that is the drink that I get. So it's almost like symbolic of me literally putting motivation in my body. I know it's kind of weird because
No, no. So we talk about these ministries and us being chosen. And yes, I'm a bartender. Yes, I'm gonna have you feeling good, but I'm on a whole different ministry and being able to connect with these people just so happens to be through alcoholic beverages.
right,
Um, so it's so much that goes on with me continuing to evolve in my business.
yeah.
It's a great feeling.
And you're doing good. You keep it up. I mean, you really do keep it up. This next event, y'all, I'm about to pop the flyer up there, but before I pop it up there, this is like really, it's monumental for me, Char.
Okay.
Like the day of, I'm gonna tell you now, I'm probably gonna cry because
Okay, I'm sure.
a long way to accept and truly love who I am, who God made me. And for the very first time in almost 40 freaking years, I am standing up and saying, this is who the hell I am.
Yeah.
Take it, leave it, throw it away, pack it up. I don't care what you do with it. I'm okay with me. So you don't have to be okay with me. Like
Right.
when I was going through Embrace You, um, there was a saying that I made off of the Embrace You tagline. Oh my God, you don't have to embrace me. I'm going to embrace me, and
Right.
because I embrace me, you cannot break me.
Hello, come on now.
Embrace me, so you can't break me.
That's
Like
real.
it sounds so cliche, but I'm so
No,
serious.
but
I
see,
love.
to people that everybody is not going to understand our language, our lingo, our tone, our compassion. Coach Michelle say heal ears really do hear different. So
They do.
like when people that spirit of discernment is strong. See, I'm getting chills. I'm about to
Yeah.
start going. But that spirit of discernment, that additional love that you have for yourself, ain't nobody stop that because it's the love that we have learned for ourselves, and it's the love of God. It
Uh
takes a
huh.
lot to be confident, to confidently walk in your truth. Like all of the truth.
Unapologetically. Like
Yes.
it's a journey to get there.
It really
Like
is.
you
The more different we are, the more difference we'll make. That's one of the things I love from learning from Coach Michelle. Like there is somebody who has the same story that we do. But what good is our magic if we are
right,
not sharing
right,
it? No more putting on, no more masks, no more pretend. This is who
right.
I am. And the more that we are who we are and freely, the more we're gonna attract the people that are for us. I don't have to tiptoe around, walk on eggshells, pretend everybody is my praying friend, and you're gonna give me a hug and let me cry on your shoulder if I
Period.
need to. That's what's more important than us going out to have drinks.
Yep.
Even
Yep.
though I'm the bartender, I'm gonna say that that's more important than all type of things. Just being able to talk to somebody to feel safe and secure and loved on, no matter how strong we are or portrayed to be. So
So now that I'm on this journey, we are embarking upon Cynthia. Hey, how you doing? Daniel Lee, thank you for tuning in. I see y'all. I hear y'all. It wasn't until I did this show I started to. If you notice, Shar, yeah, I got on my blazer, but this is my first time wearing my blazer in a long time on this show.
okay.
Because I wanted them to get Jason Tobert. I didn't want them to get J Tobe. I didn't want them to get the architect. I got on the hoodie, girl. Come on, you know this ain't
Yeah.
me.
But
Like
you see it like
on
okay, Sunday
purpose.
I had on my bow tie and my suit, and then tomorrow I might have on my blouse and my skirt. Whatever, whoever I decide to be, how I feel, y'all gonna get all of me, like all of it. Just
And
be
that's
like, yeah. Outside, the perception of others does not define us. It's really how we feel about ourselves, and the stronger that is, like we can't be stopped. We cannot.
period. All right, y'all. So this event that we've got coming up, we piggybacked off of what Shar had going on with Chick Chat. And if you've been to any of the Chick Chats, you already know how they do things. Like I remember you was at One Bridge one day. I'm behind the curtain, like trying to see like what is it that they do? Like why is it just for chicks? I want to chat too. Like so I'm so happy that she's expanding it and she's partnering with me. She's partnering with the architect this time. So I'm about to pop this flyer up there. When I pop this flyer up there, Shar, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it and tell everybody what this event is all about, and I'll chime in when you're done. So
Okay.
get into it, y'all.
All right. We are setting a new tone for the year, all 2022. We have Let's Chat, which is a spinoff to Chit Chat, my women empowerment event. But we are bringing it all the way in. We are setting a safe and secure tone for the LGBT
Yes.
community because that is a part of who we are majorly. And I think like about our community, they have a lot of the wrong perception. So we have a lot of we have 4 successful panelists that's going to assist us with just setting a different tone, providing, more a better environment for us, not just more so partying, but letting you all know that we need y'all support. And we are finally coming out and living in our truth, regardless of how that looks for you.
Yes.
So Chit Chat is based upon screaming out love, peace, and awareness. And this is basically what this is going to do. Me and Jay will be hosting together.
Yes.
Man, this is some fire. We got two fireballs hosting.
Monumental.
Two
Epic.
fireballs. So this event is going to be Sunday, March 13th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Studio 3903. And that's on North Main Street, right across from Andrew Jackson. So we have a few panelists: Tiffany Black, Barbie Martin, the one and only Terry Sams, Lisa Scott, and Sherry V. So these are all heavy hitters and powerhouses, but we are no longer being quiet. We are collabing together and showing y'all what this flag really represents. And that is coming together, love, peace, unity. Like,
Yes.
this gonna be getting good, man.
All of the panelists are successful in their space of the world, in their space of the earth. I'm so excited about this panel. The places that we're going to be speaking from, just like the show, is going to be a place of family, lifestyle, relationships, and business. These are the four, from what I could see, four main points that we in the definitely need help with. We can use some encouragement. We can use some, hey sis, you can do that. Hey bro, you can make it. We need some togetherness. So we decided, I see the hearts, I see the loves, I see the likes. I love y'all.
We need y'all. We need y'all. This is not just for our community. We're just trying to set a different tone, but we need our supporters, our allies, our family, our tribe. Like, it takes a lot to really be confident. And I know for you as a Black male to be a part of the community, like, I'm not going to say I haven't received any scrutiny or any side eyes along the way. I just don't even care any longer. But I know that it's really hard. So I just want to, clap it up for you, because you're really stepping out. And brother, I'm not leaving you behind. So if you act like you backing out, I'm coming to grab you by your neck, man.
If you don't grab me, I'm gonna have a problem. I'm gonna say she don't love me no more. Look, don't get me here with the same, in that same method. Then when I get here, you leave. No, you snatch my hand up, and you got full permission, and you got witnesses.
Right. So with us, we are certain that your spirit will be lifted. We're lifting other spirit while we're lifting our own. So just saving lives, one testimony at a time. So speak up, speak out. Don't be afraid. Don't let anybody take your voice away. Don't let anybody take your voice away. And the voice that you have now, you don't use it to tear down others, to pour out your pain. It's like, this is empowering. This is uplifting. This is motivating. Like, this is just the beginning. We setting the tone for something new.
Like, I know that this is going to be so epic, because this is going to set the tone for you and my relationship, and for what we do going forward, not for each other or not even for ourselves, for the community. There's nobody.
Right. That's what it's all about, giving back.
And there's nobody, from what I can see, there's nobody taking the time, taking the actual care to actually love on the LGBT community like we need to be loved on. I'm gonna pop some comments up there. Dane Lee says, yes, walking in all of your truth. I like that. Markel Graham, congratulations, man, on winning.
Congratulations, Markel.
Yes, I'm happy for you, man. He said, amazing job. Lanika Lloyd said, oh my God, yes. This is her responding to the event. So, Lanika, we're going to have some vendors.
Yes,
you
come on now.
Hit us up now to get in there, because paparazzi. I mean, you already know how that go. Let's see. Cynthia said, oh my God, I must attend this. Cynthia, you and Clarissa absolutely need to be in the building. Shout out to First Coast Entertainment, Will and Adrian Bray. Kelly Bray, they will be the DJs for that evening. For that brunch. It's going to be off the hook. Tiffany Johnson says the entire network. Okay, entire network. We want the whole network.
Yes, we do.
And then Lakita said, "This is what you said. Don't make me snatch you." She said, "Snatch that ass. Snatch me if you need to." All right. And then tickets go on sale today. Let's chat LGBT empowerment brunch. If you are looking for the link and cannot find it, you got the best two people that you're looking at right now to get you to the link. Again, I'm gonna pop that flyer up one more time just so you can see it because I'm super excited. We have, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me take this comment off. So we have Tiffany Black Barbie Martin. She is a certified coach and also a very successful nail tech with her own salon. Terry Sams is everybody's favorite bartender in Jacksonville and Atlanta. Lisa Scott, she's got a whole lot going on too. What did Lisa get into, Shar?
Lisa is a very inspirational barber. She has her own barbershop. She does a lot of motivational speaking. She owns multiple businesses. Most definitely.
Yes. And then last but not least, coming up the rear, last but not least, the one and only Miss Sherry V with Pure Bell Locks and Lock Pro University. If
Yes.
didn't know, she the one who gets me and Shaw together.
Yes, come on, endless plug. Y'all follow her, Pure Bell Locks, also Raining Aloe and
Yes,
hair.com to get your hair growth products. Listen, we out here looking good.
yes. And if you were here earlier when I first announced that there's going to be a class where they're going to be teaching people how to do locks, this is the same young lady that I'm telling you about. She's going to be imparting into those who want to learn how to do that. All righty, guys. So I don't even want to stop talking. This is the very
I know.
congratulations.
Let's bring me back next week, man. We're gonna do this every week. We're gonna do this every week. Put me on.
Okay, look, that y'all heard it, right? Let me snatch that. All right, so we're gonna see us both here next week, y'all. And we'll let y'all know what we're gonna be talking about. As a matter of fact, if you want us to talk about a certain topic, please let us know. You can drop it in the comments right now. We will consider every single thing that you guys say, and we will make sure that we have an amazing show for you all next week as well. My God, congratulations, Char. You're the first one to make me ever go over the hour. I've never went over the hour.
Well, that's when stay on point, time management, but everything don't have to be perfect. When the spirit is moving, this is just the beginning. I can
Yeah,
keep talking about the growth that I have seen within us, but it shows. And the
right,
more you be transparent and share and acknowledge your wins, I don't care how big or small, keep doing that because we forget how much we are growing, healing, maturing, and we ain't forgetting no more because we're gonna keep reminding each other. So keep going, my brother. It's
iron
an
sharpens
amazing thing that we are both doing and finally had the opportunity to collab. So
absolutely. So before we get out of here, do not forget to meet us this Friday, 7:30 at Jazzy's for Fedora Fridays with Florida's #1 R&B singer and AO Radio. I also manage him. If you see me plugging him a lot, that is why. He is a part of the network as well. You might even see him on an episode or two up in the near future. You've got all the information about the LGBT empowerment brunch. We're really about to kick that off really, really nicely. Shar, before we get out of here, do you want to leave the people with anything, or what would you want to leave them with?
yes, I want to leave them with first. Come to my event this Thursday, Pop the Top, cocktail tasting. Come get a cocktail or two or three or four. It's the best you ever tasted. Pop the Top, cocktail tasting inside the cookbook. And also, all jokes aside, on a serious note, like every day is not going to be perfect. So many people are leaving this earth every day and have lost breath in our body. We still have an opportunity to wake up, get up, and set the tone for our day. Get your behind out that bed. Some days you can't lift your head. Some days you might just have to lay there. But I'm just going to encourage you to get up, get organized, set your intentions for your day, meditate, and get focused. Like, get focused. We all have gifts, and what good is our gift if we are not utilizing it? So be
That's
encouraged. Get yourself an accountability partner, friend, brother, sister that is not going to leave you behind. All we have to do is link up and hold each other tight and move forward. No more moving backwards, no more being complacent. The time is now. Let's step out on faith and we out here. It's up, man.
good,
That's
good,
it.
good. All good stuff. Before we get out of here, I just want to leave everybody with this on this week. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. If you don't feel like answering the call, don't answer it. If you don't feel like making the call, don't make it. You are not obligated to do anything that you do not want to do.
Them
That is what
boundaries.
it is, and that's what boundaries are. If
Oh,
you
look
don't
at
feel
my shirt. It says over it.
like yes,
Over it.
if you don't want to do it, don't do it. It's just it is just that simple. I'm not saying be mean about it. Just hey, I know I said I'd do this. I know that I don't mean to cancel it, but I need this for my healing, or I need this time for myself. Can we reschedule? It
A
is just
mental health day, a mental health day, a self-care day, whatever that looks like. We are not robots. We can't do everything.
it is just that simple. Just to say what you feel and how you're feeling. So, Shar, one more time, can you give the people how to get in contact with you on all your platforms and all that?
Absolutely. You can find me at Char Allen or Cocktails of Sweetness on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me at Cocktails of Sweetness and Don't Play May May _
You see it on the screen. That's what's up. Get into it. All right, everybody. My name is Jason, the Architect Tober, and you can always reach me as well on Facebook and Instagram. Jason or JAYTOLB is my personal Facebook information. You can hit me at Thick Skin with Jason Tober. You can even hit me at Jason the Architect Tober on Facebook and on IG. What's my IG? Thickskin.Jason Tobert or Jason _ the architect.
You are
And
the man.
we
You are
we do
the
have
man.
we are I appreciate it. We do have a YouTube channel. It's Jason the Architect. Every episode that we do, if you ever want to catch a replay, it's all like right now as we were recording, it's already on YouTube right now. If you want to go back and look at it right now, you can go look at it right now. All right, guys, we are out of here. We thank you again for everybody tuning in. Meet us here, same place, same time. Next Tuesday, 1 o'clock, we'll have the one and only certified life coach and entrepreneur, Miss Char Allen, will be in the building with us. We love you, love you, love you. Tell somebody about the show. Have somebody watch it with you next time. And as we get out of here, I want to remind everybody underneath the sound of my voice to celebrate yourself, even if it's by yourself.
Yourself.
Goodbye, everybody.